Hi Swaraj.
Hello, sir. A very good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm great, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. So Swaraj, you have converted IIM Ahmedabad.
Yes, sir.
What are your
Fine.
emotions right now?
Emotions. Personally, the feeling dies down pretty quickly because
Mm-hmm.
it's a goal that I had imagined, and finally, after meeting that goal, the feeling dies down. But eventually, seeing the happiness of your family members around and your loved ones around, that feeling never dies down in terms of the happiness that you see on their faces and the pride they take in just expressing my result to others.
Pro. So Swaraj, before proceeding further, can you briefly introduce yourself, like the background of yours and the job that you
Sure,
were
sure.
doing, and what inspired you basically towards MBA?
Sure, sure. So I'm Swaraj Pal Keshari, and my profile is 998 again,
Mm-hmm.
missing 9 by just my grad percentage is 89.4. So I'm an engineer as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have completed my engineering from NIT Silchar in electronics and communication,
Mm-hmm.
post which I am working at Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been pretty much 22 months now, 22 months. And why MBA? It has always been an interest in me, back of the mind as well. In my second year, I had my own MBA in organization, then handling various roles as a marketing head and also as a placement coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, business has always intrigued me very much. I knew down the line I would get into this, and I found the right time and the right place
So
finally
with
to.
job, the consistency is something that matters the most, right?
Absolutely.
So how you maintained consistency because sometimes your job must be tough at times, right?
Mhm. Yes, sir. For sure. It was taxing at times. Two things I'd suggest in this regard.
Mm-hmm.
First is I had a vision board of Ahmedabad, Bangalore, and Calcutta as a major right in front of my study table.
Mm-hmm.
And second thing is I was clear in my head that till 6 p.m. I would wind off all of my work, irrespective if it's done for the day or no. Work got compromised at times, which I had to cover up either the next day or the same day late at night
Mm-hmm.
somehow or the other. But post 6 p.m., I was clear that I'm going to commit completely towards CAT preparation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd started very early, around Feb mid, because I knew the cutoff for
Mm-hmm.
me is going to be very high.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to fail at any cost. Otherwise, one more year,
True.
the opportunity cost is huge.
True.
So starting early also gave me some leeway in terms of preparation.
So Swaraj came the D-Day and the exam went on and you saw the result and it was reflecting 99.94 on the screen. How
Yes,
was
sir.
your emotions at that point of time?
Is 99.95. Sorry to
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
but
True.
that the result was a very happy moment for me.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I did not expect it to go to such a good extent. I was expecting a good score as when I started my preparation, I was aiming for 99.85 plus.
Mm-hmm.
But again, 99.95 God's been kind. So I was really happy. I knew that I'll be getting calls from all the IIMs. So immediately I texted my senior, who's also a mentor at CATway, Shikhar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was my senior, and he
Mm-hmm.
had suggested me one thing: close your eyes, join CATway as soon as possible, get your prep up and running. And
Yeah.
that was the next decision I made, calling Valindu, sir.
All right. So let's talk about the CAT preparation first. The VARCs, DILR, and Quant. How did you manage all these three?
Yes, sir. So for VRC, I knew my VRC is very bad.
Mm-hmm.
I had to uh, basically do everything to get the knack of RCs very right and understand author's framework.
Mm-hmm.
So I read a lot of articles and I was consistent in doing a lot of RCs.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped a little, but it did not go very well. 93 percentile. Wish I would have joined Catway's VRC course, but no complaints now.
Okay.
LRDI, again, I believed even if the person has the best of minds and most of the IQ, even that person would need a lot of practice to have a knack of solving LR and DI.
Mm-hmm.
LR specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew it's an even game. I
Mm-hmm.
work hard, I'll also be at that place.
Mm-hmm.
So again, a lot of practice on LRDI since
Mm-hmm.
the start, since Feb itself, and very systematically going slow to high arrangements, and then the complex topics later, going arrangements, DI, complex topics later on.
Mm-hmm.
Quant I knew was a strong zone of mine, but also a zone where I'm overconfident about. So quant while concepts I completed very early within I guess 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But every sectional I knew I had 4 5 silly mistakes at least.
Mm-hmm.
Though my score was 40 plus, but I knew I'm a person who can achieve 55 plus. But just because of silly mistakes, I'm just dragging down my score.
Mm-hmm.
That happened in the final exam as well.
Okay.
4 silly mistake, but still managed to score 42 marks.
Oh.
So all in all, this was my plan. Concept building first,
Mm-hmm.
not being fussed about if the problem is going right or wrong, and then
Mm-hmm.
attempting problems, sectionals, full length mocks. But yes, mock analysis was very important,
So
more
coming
than.
to that, Swaraj, we all know that for any aspirant, the ups and downs is very common in mocks. So
Mhm.
how did you keep your consistency and mindset framed that okay, it's okay to have a low score?
Sir, I've seen 50 in a full length mock as well. I've seen 140 in a full length mock as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the low scores in a way were gave me more clarity.
Okay.
Because when you score good, you don't see every solution, you don't watch every video because you're overconfident about your score.
Mm-hmm.
But when you score low, you know you have to watch every video, you have to go through all the solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So my mindset attempting any mock was to go do well in the war.
Mm-hmm.
This is a battle I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if I lose here, but I need to know what's going wrong. So if a problem goes wrong, there can be two things. If I'm panicking or I did not know the concept. So I used to go to the root cause and
Mm-hmm.
attack the problem that wise.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why I say mock analysis was very important, more than the concept building.
Okay. And then the GDPI phase started, the mentorship at CATway started, right? So how
Yes.
was your experience with CATway GDPI program?
It's transformational, sir. To be really honest,
Mm-hmm.
GDPI prep is a transformation for you in terms of confidence, in terms of content you have,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of the knowledge you gain just in these 4 intense months of preparation,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to touch upon every topic and then getting interviewed by a diverse range of mentors who are equally good, more good, I mean, equally good with each other and also who are at their A game in their
Mm-hmm.
respective fields.
Mm-hmm.
So that was where you can't fake anything, you can't bluff them. And interviews with you where you shrink the person down to size if he's overconfident, which is very much needed. In fact, that was one of my asks because I was overconfident.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, it was really transformational.
Okay, so what do you think clicked for you at IIM Ahmedabad?
Uh, Sir, I believe I was. What clicked at IIM Ahmedabad, though I feel I have given an average interview at IIM Ahmedabad,
Mm-hmm.
but I believe I was composed. I did not basically panic on their questions if they tried to stress me down.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that helped and clarity while answering questions. Um, I personally wanted to write my AWT in such a manner that I threw in a hook
Mm-hmm.
and the interviewer asked a question regarding it, and
Mm-hmm.
exactly that happened.
Okay.
So in a way, I wanted some predictable questions. So in a way, clarity about my answers and composure, I believe, convinced them that I would be a good fit to the cohort.
All right. So what do you think? How important is this AWT or WAT for all the GDPI preparation phases?
It's a savior, sir. Genuinely a savior.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because at times AWT or VAT in specific can actually work for you in two ways.
Mm-hmm.
First is obviously fetching you marks for the XYZ percentage criteria it has in the final selection.
Mm-hmm.
But also if you've practiced well enough, you can throw in some hooks
Mm-hmm.
for them to ask questions regarding it. And
Mm-hmm.
that happened in a few of my interviews where I had written some of the points so that I wanted them to ask that in a way. So it acted as a very nice tool for me in my interviews. And practicing that is really, really important, which you have stressed enough in our sessions as well.
So, Swaraj, so many working professionals are trying to get into this ABC and all other MBA, top MBA colleges. Any
Mhm.
success mantra that you would love to share with them? Or not only with the working professionals, also the students, college going students too?
Uh, Sir, I believe firstly, consistency is important.
Mhm,
No second thoughts about that.
mhm,
But what keeps you going is a genuine motivation to pursue an MBA.
mhm,
Nothing materialistic, nothing of the result that comes out of an MBA. It's important, but it cannot be your entire vision.
mhm,
uh, do an MBA for genuine reasons if you want to be part of that classroom, if you want to just, if you're inquisitive about business and all of that stuff that comes with an MBA. All
mhm,
of these have kept me motivated for a long time, and I believe when that becomes a reason, you don't need an extrinsic push to go on your bad days.
mhm.
So yes, for the right reasons, do an MBA, and consistency is any day important. And finally, mock analysis.
All right. So, all the best for future endeavors, Swaraj. CATway is really proud to have students like you. All the best for your future endeavors.
Thanks a lot, sir. I'm really grateful to you, Balendu, sir, to CATway and the entire community that you have built very nicely, and all of them have a very great rapport with each other. So,
So,
all in
on
all,
that
very
note, if I'll
grateful.
ask you to rate CATway on a scale of 10, what will that rating be?
Sir, I don't know what do I cut marks for, but they say there's always a scope for improvement, so I'll say 9.5.
Mhm.
But genuinely, I cannot justify why I've cut zero point 0.5 at this point.
All right. Thank you so much. All the best.
Welcome, sir.